Boys, welcome back to another video. Today I am doing an update on the People's Guild. A lot of you guys have been requesting this, and so I wanted to do a little update here. I'm not really going to be focusing on my account. We're going to do a separate video doing an update on that, hopefully tomorrow, if not later this week. But I want to just talk through the guild itself and talk about kind of some of the changes that have happened and where we're kind of at with it. So one of the biggest changes is I'm actually no longer leading the guild. I've let Professor Free-to-Play, who's been a member of the guild since basically the start, take over leading the guild just because I'd rather spend my extra time focusing on the content creation, and he's been just a staple of the guild and willing to step up and help out. So that's one thing that's kind of changed recently. We are at 50 members, and most everybody is relatively active. So if we look at last activity, we have a couple people in a couple days that haven't played, but for the most part, everybody's active. And even these few people that haven't played, I think most of them have said that they're just busy with life right now and are going to hop back on later. So we're pretty much full at the moment. If you guys are wanting to join the People's Guild, we do have a waitlist in our Discord. That'll be linked at the bottom of the description. You can always join the waitlist if you are interested in this. But I suppose that is a great way to transition into those of you that don't know maybe what the People's Guild is. This is a guild that we started about 18 months ago of all of us playing free-to-play. So it's 50 players. All of us are playing 100% free-to-play. If anybody buys a Lightspeed bundle, a Hyperdrive bundle, anything at all, we remove them. And it's not anything personal, but the experiment is how long does it take to build a guild from scratch with just being free to play, every single player being free to play. So let's walk through a little bit of kind of where we're at with the guild. So for this, I'm going to hop over to our Swiggle.gg page. So why is this so uncentered? That bothers me a lot. Refresh. Okay, whatever. I guess we're going to be off-center for some reason. Anyways, we are up to 5 GLs total. We had one person rush Lord Vader. I think that's Panic, who ended up rushing Lord Vader. Let's sort by GP. And I don't see him on here for some reason. I thought it was Panic, but can I see who has it? Nope, I can't. Okay. We're at 110 million galactic power. Our average GP is 2.2 million. And we have 2 people that went and got SLKR, 2 people that went and got Leia, and we have 11 executors already. I mean, I know it's been 18 months, but still 11 executors. We had a lot of people rush to go get executor. And I believe a couple people, I think most people that are in the guild are going straight from executor into Jabba is the most common thing. I know a couple of people are doing some other side farms. A lot of people are actually going to get Poncho Bros. So if we search by units and we search by Master Qui-Gon, Padawan, Obi-Wan, we have, what is that, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Relic 7s and 1 Relic 5 of Padawan. Oh wait, not even, we have even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Relic 7s and 1 Relic 5 of Padawan Obi-Wan. And I'm assuming Master Qui-Gon is somewhat similar, where we have about, yeah, the exact same. So I think that's pretty cool that a lot of people are seeing the value in Master Qui-Gon, Padawan, Obi-Wan. I really do think this is a great investment. I have a video that I've been working on where I'm going to really break down exactly where the value is when you should go for this team, because I really do think this is an important thing to do early on in your account, especially now that Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan are now accelerated. So this is a pretty cool way that we're getting some extra resources. If we look at our, I can search here for the Lord Vader. I thought it was Panic. Yeah, Panic went and got Lord Vader. And he doesn't have all 6 out mods on him, so Panic account, your account is terrible. No, just kidding. If we take a look at Omicrons, we have 33 Poggle Omicrons. Territory Wars has been a pretty large investment for us, so we've been trying to keep a pretty good Poggle wall going in Territory Wars, especially early on. It's been really beneficial to have that. We've gotten quite a few holds, but the team we've gotten even more holds on is this Keller and Beck, dude. Keller and Beck Omicron early game, people don't know what to do with it, and low gear, this team just is destroying people. I remember back in the day us having like 3-star, 4-star Keller and Becks with just a slightly geared like other Jedi, like gear 12, maybe like 1 or 2 of them. But basically the idea is you pair Mace Windu Omicron with Kelleran Omicron with Master Qui-Gon Omicron. You get all 3 on a team, and it is nasty. Now, obviously, Master Qui-Gon would go better with Queen Amidala for those that are in the later game, but none of us have access to Proving Grounds currently. Nobody has hit 4 million GP yet. If we take a look at GP, Professor Free-to-Play is about to hit it. He's at 3.96. So he's really close. I'm at 3 million almost exactly. We have a few people getting close to unlocking Proving Grounds. So that's actually pretty cool that some people are going to start being able to do Proving Grounds. They're probably not going to be able to get Proving Grounds characters unless they have really put a focus into saving crystals in order to get those Proving Grounds characters. But a few people getting close. As far as GAC Omicrons, most of us doing Wampa as our first. Quite a few people doing Savage as well. I'm surprised it's not more on Savage, actually. 22 on Wampa and only 12 on Savage. I would expect those to be a little closer. Qui-Gon Jinn Omis, in my opinion, these are like your first 4 Omis right here for almost everybody, and then this is the best 5th, in my opinion. When you're early game, these are like the quintessential GAC Omicrons to go for, so no surprise there that we're seeing a lot of people doing those. If we look at our Territory War rate, we're at a 70% win rate in Territory Wars. You can see we've had a decent focus on Territory Wars, and even 76 in the last 6 months, and it really shows. I mean, we show up, we really do fight hard when we go to Territory Wars, and it's really fun. I mean, we're not usually well matched either. Sometimes we just get too many GLs that we just can't quite take out. We put all of our GLs on offense pretty much, because if we run into just a couple on defense, we really have to have those to take them out, because we don't have enough people that have good GL counters. So we've done a lot of just basically good Omicrons on defense, and then large GLs and other teams onto offense to be able to take those out. But last 3 months, we have dropped a little bit off. Just bad matchups. It really is just luck of the draw sometimes, it feels like, because usually with the guilds we go against, I've talked about this before, but they have like 1 or 2 players that just have a huge roster, and they throw like all their GLs on defense, and it's like, well, now we have to all work together to kill that one person's roster, whereas that one person can usually clear a full zone of ours or something, because they're like 10 or 12 million GP. So that's a little unfortunate, but I like the 70% win rate. I feel like that's pretty good for where we're at, with all being free to play, going against a lot of Lightspeed bundles too. TB, we are doing alternating between Separatists or Darkside Geo TB and Lightside Hoth TB. A lot of people have been asking about if we're going to do Lightside Geo TB, and honestly, the answer is probably not. If any of you guys remember Lightside Geo TB, Lightside Geo TB is miserable. It is probably harder than Rote, honestly, and so we will probably just go straight from a Lightside Hoth to Rote, honestly. We probably will just wait until we are all the way up to 200 million GP, I think is what you need to do Rote, or is it 300? I forget, but it'll be a long ways out since we are currently at 110. So we basically need to double our GP if it's 200, triple it if it's 300. So got a long ways to go there, but we're getting to about 10 stars in GOTB, and we're getting, I think, 3 to 4 Watt Shards right now. I will say I should be getting Watt Shards. I have the Geos up to gear. I just keep forgetting to remod and go in and do the mission. So I'll take responsibility on being short 1 shard for the last couple GOTBs, but I'm going to start doing better at that. And then on the Hoth side, we're up to 31 stars. We'll probably end up getting just consistently bumping this up. Really, Hoth light side is so easy that at this point, I just auto all my battles and stuff, and we get some decent rewards out of it. Obviously, wouldn't be not as good as Rote will be eventually. Raids. This is the topic I actually want to talk a good bit about. So we somewhat recently, just back in beginning of April, moved to doing Naboo consistently. We were doing speeder bike for a while. We did like a test run of Naboo here, but we've been doing speeder bike for a while and just recently moved to doing Naboo, and we've been getting second crate in Naboo pretty consistently. I am actually a little bummed to see that we're only having about 30 people attack each time. That is something we need to work on and get everyone attacking. But we're getting about second crate right now. I think we could get to third crate by the end of Naboo. But here's the deal. Right now, if we look at the next raid that's going to be happening, we have the factions that are going to be required are not very free-to-play friendly. So we have the Dark Side clones, who some people are going for. Obviously, like, not like spending a whole bunch of crystals, but they're planning on farming them when they do come out. But most of us are sitting just at 3 or 4 stars, and it's going to be hard to justify gearing those guys up, honestly. The other team is the Bad Batch. I have not started farming Bad Batch yet. I struggle to find a way that I can farm Bad Batch 2 on this account, and gear them. I mean, it's just when you're free to play, Kairos are so valuable that gearing up a team like that is going to be difficult. And then what we don't know is the Jedi Vanguard. Which Jedi Vanguard are going to be allowed? Is there going to be a team that does not include Temple Guard, Jocasta Nu, Jedi Master Mason, like all of that? Is there going to be a leftover team we can use? And even if there is, are we going to be able to get a high enough score with that team to justify doing the new raid? So we might have a drop in Mark III raid currency with the new raid coming out, which would really hurt specifically me, who's going for some high relic requirements, relic 8s, relic 9s, but I'm sure it hurts everybody who needs any sort of higher relics, whether you're going for Executor or any GL. You're going to need at least a couple relic 7s, relic 8s, relic 9s, and not having that is really going to make it tough. So I'm really hopeful that they throw us a bone with this new raid and give us something that we can farm free to play. But if it's not, we might be going back to Speeder Bike, honestly, because I think we can score higher in Speeder Bike than we can in Naboo. But that's not ultimately my decision, honestly. I will give my 2 cents, but we'll see what kind of rewards stack up to be. But I could see a possibility where we end up going back to Speeder Bike for a bit, because we have to take time to farm up these characters. And who knows what the pirate faction is going to entail for us. But Infus Nest, Hondo, Sana, these are not characters most people have up. SM33, Conquest, none of us are at hard Conquest yet, so none of us are getting that. It's going to be tough. I'm a little worried about this this free-to-play guild when it comes to the raid. But, yeah, as far as, like, new additions, the biggest thing we've been getting in the guild is just more Executors. That's the biggest theme. Everyone wants to go for Executor, and it makes sense. I mean, if you look at my fleet arena, and I think mine's somewhat exemplative of what everybody else is. Is that a word? Sure it is. That Executor will allow you to climb. I mean, that's what basically everybody up here has. It's just Executors, and some of them even Relic 9, which for me is not looking fortunate. But not a lot of Leviathans. Soon there will be one, at least. Another one, at least. Maybe, if I ever get this Leviathan rush done. But that is for a future video. Some people even climbing with Mace Windu. This is actually a thing I wanted to talk about too real quick. Mace Windu is pretty good early game. If you are willing to farm it free to play, you can actually get a fleet that beats Executor and Leviathan with Endurance. You do have to farm your Bad Batch, usually to something like this, gear 12 or so. I mean, look at this guy. Wow, is he free to play? I'm gonna look real quick. I mean, this guy looks relatively free to play. Yeah, and he's climbing up in squad and fleet arena. And so it is certainly doable. I know we have people in our guild that also are doing that. It's just harder for me to find them through the guild search page. But I know we have people that are using endurance to climb. Here, I can search by fleet arena rank. That are using endurance to climb in fleet arena. To pretty high spots. Panic, I know, is doing Panic is using a endurance fleet, and he's at rank 53. I'm sure he climbs to above 50 when his payout's coming. So your roster is no longer shit, Panic, because even though you don't have 6 top mods on your Lord Vader. But also, all the Omicrons here is kind of cool. Anyways, that about does it for our People's Guild update. Let me know if there's something else you guys want to see in the future on these. Maybe a couple of guests. We do have a couple other content creators that are in our guild now, so happy to bring them on and just kind of talk through what they're doing with their accounts. But yeah, I'm hoping to get one of these out at least once a month for you guys so you can see just a little bit of where we're going, where our head's at. Hopefully next time we'll have a plan for the new raid, because hopefully we'll get more information on that soon. So thank you guys for watching. Love you all. Take care and peace.